Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're checking out the Axiom Proxy. The Proxy is a throwing putter with the numbers 3, 3, negative 1, 0.5, so it's in that neutral to slightly understable category. And it's the brother mold to the extremely popular Axiom Envy. I have this Prism Proton Eagle McMahon version. The Envy is pretty overstable, and the Proxy is a really popular complement to that. A lot of people back both, so you can get two different flights out of two discs that feel really similar in the hand because the profiles of these two discs are extremely similar. I've actually not thrown the Proxy much because I have this Electron Envy. This Electron Envy is beat to absolute crap. It's years of wear on it and it's become pretty unstable. It's been one of my favorite discs for a long time. I throw it a ton and it kind of has that straighter to understable flight that I kind of always assumed the Proxy would have. So never really felt the need to get a Proxy, but this guy's getting so understable that I felt that it was time to go grab the Proxy. So we have this one. This is the Simon Lizotte Fission Music City Open one from last year when he won. So I'm hoping this guy fits right in between the two Envies that I have. We're gonna test it out here, see all the differences. We're gonna start in the field, then go to the course. Let's jump into it. All right guys, here we are in the field with the Fission Proxy, the Prism Proton Envy, and the Electron Envy. We're gonna start these out flat. This Proxy is 170 grams. Now, I love how I can just throw it flat and hard, and you get like a little bit of drift to the right for a good amount of the flight. It's not like a truly understable disc. It's much more on the neutral side, but I love how you can throw it flat. You get a little bit of turn, but it's still gonna come out at the end. It's a really versatile disc because of that. You can really hold a bunch of different lines, whereas this base plastic Envy is like super understable. It's crazy that that guy just turns the whole time now. So I'm loving how this Proxy, which I've been throwing for a few weeks now, fits perfectly in between my two Envies. You can see on that line, it just holds the anhyzer the whole time, doesn't want to fight out, but also doesn't want to like burn over. Whereas this Premium Envy wants to fight out. It kind of does a flex at the end there. That makes the Envy really good for like distance shots. I can get really good distance on the flex line, but it doesn't hold the line in the same way that the Proxy does. And this Electron Envy, I mean, that guy might as well be a roller now. It's crazy just how understable that is. Here's the Proxy on hyzer. It's on a lot of hyzers, so it doesn't really flip up. You can tell it wants to flip up. It gets great glide because of that. Just pushes as it hyzers. And then the Premium Envy here is quite a bit more overstable. I kind of saw this one off, but it just wants to get to the ground. And because of that, you're not going to get as much distance on a hyzer with the Envy that you will typically with the Proxy, because the Proxy is kind of resisting that angle, wants to flip up. And then the Electron Envy here, this was crazy because I threw this guy really high in the air, flips all the way up and just goes really straight. That's a really unique disc now. We got a few more flat shots here we're gonna do with each of the discs. But if you like this content, why don't you go like and subscribe? Really appreciate that. We're doing a series right now where I review every Axiom disc. We're almost done. I just have a few more molds: Insanity, Fireball, Defy, some of the like really high speed discs. But we're gonna do those in the coming weeks, so stick around, as well as a bunch of content with the new MVP releases dropping this month. So go subscribe if you're into that. In the meantime, let's go hit the course with this Proxy. So one of the reasons I'd be bagging the Proxy is for those really touchy approach style shots where you need something really neutral. Whereas a more overstable disc like the Envy might hit the ground at an angle that causes some ground reaction, rolls away. The Proxy, being a little bit more straighter, gonna come in at a gentler angle. You get a ton of control, great for this hole. Short par 3, but a cliffside all on the right that we got to avoid. Oh, on the money. Oh, we hit the band. Gosh dang it. So dang close. Well, we got very lucky not to go down the cliffside. There we go. So if you're a fan of Axiom discs, why don't you go check out this video's sponsor? That's Grow and Throw. Grow and Throw is a retailer here in Columbia, Missouri, and also online at growandthrow.shop. They have a really nice selection of discs, including a lot of MVP and Axiom, so go check them out today. Nice. There we go. And this is another hole that just demands something really neutral, because if you have something like the Envy that's going to fade more, you're going to fade out. You want something neutral you can throw kind of gently and just get down here straight, given the really downhill angle. Now we got a nice putt. Oh, there we go. So we got another shorty here, 216 feet, straight uphill, but we need something really straight to lace this gap. Let's see if the Proxy can do it for us. A little too low. If I had just kept that higher, That would have been beautiful because that was really straight. Bummer. So this was a 237-foot par 3, flat, pretty short, but there is some trouble to the right and kind of a lower ceiling. So we're gonna put this out flat and to the left, see if we can get some drift to the right. We're also gonna throw the Axiom Envy and compare the turn on these guys. Yeah, nice little drift to the right there. Oh, that's stabled up beautifully. A little bit far. That was a nice shot. Now let's try Axiom Envy. A lot more turn out of that. That's not gonna come out at all. Both of those were great shots though, both inside circle one. So we got the Envy about 15 feet short, and we got the Proxy 15 feet long to the left. Great discs, great shots. Well guys, that does it for the Proxy. This disc really impressed me. I'd been throwing it out for maybe like 3 or 4 weeks, and I'm surprised how much I leaned on this. Just in like my normal casual rounds, I went and grabbed for this all the time for like my straighter approach shots. Off the tee a ton too, if I need something really straight off the tee. Historically, I'd mostly been using pixels for that kind of straighter approach shot. And I love pixels, I putt with pixels, fantastic, really glidey. The Proxy is definitely a lot more torque resistant. I can throw this really hard, I don't really have to worry about it turning over too much. While the Pixel is more of like a traditional putting putter, still great for throwing, but a little touchier than the Proxy. I can really lay into the Proxy, don't really have to worry about it at all. It came at a perfect time because just today, a day after filming all this stuff in the field, I got a huge gouge in my Axiom Envy. So this guy, it's gonna be even more understable now. This guy is definitely still staying in my bag because I really like having a really understable putter, but the Proxy fit the need perfectly for me in between my two Envies. It seems like over the past few years, mold minimalization has gotten like, it seems like that's just what everyone's doing and talking about, and the Envy's great for that because you can have a bunch of different plastics that fly a little bit differently. The base plastics beat in really well, you get a bunch of different flights. But the Proxy is great for those Envy throwers because you basically are just throwing one mold still, because these guys feel so similar to the Envy in the hand. The whole point of the mold minimization is that you have that confidence in one mold that you're throwing all the time and how it feels. But the Proxy, because it feels so similar to those, you're kind of getting the same effect even though you're throwing two different molds technically. So with all that to say, I really recommend it whether you're an Envy thrower or not. If you're just looking for a really straight putter that you can really lay into, the Proxy is a fantastic bet. The numbers are spot on. The official fajita flight, 3.3, -1, 0.5, gets a nice understable drift, but can fight out the very end, has that 0.5 fade. That's just like super accurate. This is like a one disc round machine. Anytime in the future that I do a one disc round, this is gonna be the one I'm reaching for every single time. Anyways, if you like this video, go like and subscribe. Really appreciate that. Also go check out this video's sponsor, Grow and Throw at growandthrow.shop. If you like the Proxy or there's another throwing putter you like more, why don't you let me know down in the comments. And as always, I'll see you next time.